Let's move on to something more artistic, more creative. There's something really incredibly powerful yet romantic about ballet. It's a beautiful dance form which continues to be popular here in South Africa, and our local dancers are given a wonderful opportunity to put their talent to the test and learn from some of the world's finest dancers in an international showcase that proves just how great our homegrown dancers can be.
With terms like jeté, adagio and pirouette, the European roots of ballet dance are apparent, but we have an abundance of young ballet dancers in our country. And in September, the International Ballet Gala will showcase our talent.
The biennial South African International Ballet Competition gives aspiring and professional dancers the chance to show their skills for prize money and glory.
Dirk, you believe in a philosophy called ballet diplomacy. How does it work in bringing cultures from all around the world together?
The whole world speaks ballet. It happens in Russia, it happens in Cuba, it happens in Asia. And so it's always been my drive to ensure that we bring these different kinds of dancers together and then to go back to their respective countries to sell and market where we come from. But we are always looking for funding for the arts, but the arts have to give something back, and I honestly believe that this is where we can play a very important role. So what we are trying to achieve is to, in the end, create a South African identity, and we've been working very hard at achieving that by working in the townships, by creating ballet teachers in the townships, so that we can start having the input from them. This gala takes place in 4 of our provinces, the Western Cape, Gauteng, Northwest and Limpopo, so that people from there can actually be introduced and be inspired by what they are seeing, the parents, the teachers and the dancers.
Helping with cultural enrichment and social upliftment, professional international dancers participate in the gala and share their expertise with local dancers.
We work very hard to try and train these girls up to a level where they would be good enough to audition to go into a company one day. And having someone like Irene from Cuba to come and coach the girls and train them pushes the girls to be better, to work harder, to get their legs higher, to turn more. It just gives you a different perspective of where you need to be and what your focus and your goals are.
And for this year's International Ballet Gala, what can people expect?
We are really blessed to have managed to get these dancers to come from some of the best known companies in the world, to come and share with us some of the very well known pas de deux from the big classics. We've created in Gauteng and Limpopo and the Northwest a suite of Swan Lake to then dance with the big white swan pas de deux. There's the well-known black swan pas de deux, there's Don Q, there's Flames of Paris, there's Romeo and Juliet. But then we're also very fortunate that Adele Blank has choreographed for us a new ballet on a storyline that I've created about a Soweto father creating a Pansula show, and how the ballet and the Pansula and the contemporary can then come together so that people from around the world will travel to South Africa, to Soweto, and they would like to come and study Pansula dancing. But ultimately, all within the context of classical ballet.
In some provinces, elements of the showcase will benefit charitable causes and training programs, as well as be a valuable skills exchange.
Wow, guys, that looks awesome. Gemma, I can't believe you have only been working with Natasha for 2 years. What are you looking forward to most when it comes to this showcase?
Well, in the showcase, there's not only dancers just from South Africa, there's dancers from all across the world, like Monet. Learning with these overseas dancers, you obviously gain more experience and you learn more technique about ballet, and that's just lovely to learn about that.
And Javier, for you, you've been performing professionally for a number of years. You've also previously performed in this gala once. What are you hoping to get out of this exchange?
First of all, it's gonna be the second time. My coming back from Spain, I was here living for 5 years in South Africa, working with Dirk, and for me it's gonna be amazing because it's like, okay, I'm back home. So I want to show to the people what I have learned overseas and try to enjoy. This role is a bit difficult because this choreography has so many things to do, turns, pirouettes and jumps. We have only 2 weeks rehearsing, but I think it's gonna be good.
Well guys, I know nothing about dancing and my dancing is terrible. Could you show me something really simple that I could learn in about 5 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Ballet is a fine balance of strength and grace. The dedication to master this dance form is strenuous but worth it for the splendid performances it can produce.
You make this look a lot easier than it really is. If you would like to see these outstanding dancers and more, you can catch them at the International Ballet Gala, shown in Cape Town, Johannesburg, Limpopo, and Hartbeespoort from the 2nd to the 9th of September. Don't miss it. Okay, let's try something else.
This is beer.